showed us an overpass.
Surely. It doesn't take a whole lot to have a better defense. So, Molly, smoke, 2 kills. That will always help a whole lot more than any utility that you could ever have. And Sampi, well, that defense in the very first round is easily overwhelmed.
Yeah, very nice pistol coming out of Saw, right? It's just a couple of flashbangs over the top. It's the entries all fall in favor towards the attack. And Savannah, the best he can do is just play for these exits, tucked up in towards ramp right now. Having a little bit of a peek, but he gets nailed by the dual Berettas. And this is the man you want to see getting involved. Jerk.
That tandem duo. Arrows. He's watching the flanks. This is just all the setup. Positioning by Saul. And then the kill follows.
Just biding the time. Know that you can just play the range advantage here. Because at best, Sampi have got upgraded pistols. And that's exactly what's happening here. Jerks finds Matties. Mutiris is taking space with him over towards Hell. Tag does find one, reveals himself from secret, but now needs to get the hell out of dodge. And that's a lot of information now gathered for this T side. Rosdos does his job on the lurk. And yeah, very clean round in the end.
At this point, the pistols will be more efficient in the next. Otherwise, you'd be throwing cash down Saul's end, and at the same time, your chances of taking away a weapon are very little. Seems like Sampi are having a bit of a walk around. Tagged has a kit, but Jerks is on the opposite side. Oof. That still might get sticky. If Jerks gets killed, no, there's no time anymore. There was a moment where if Tagged got the kill, he was able to dive onto the site. I don't think anybody would have been close enough to even have anything to say about it, and that would have just been the defusal.
Got the safe pistol brought over by Savannah. Okay, nade, but Mutiris does deal with the opener. This one is always going to go the way of Saw as long as they don't walk into the stack on ramp.
And that's really the only chance at that point that Sampi have got. By no means is that a default victory. It does look like Saul are moving forward. A nasty setup down on ramp. 3-headed Hydra. Well, this one doesn't grow its head back. It's not even going to get chopped off on ramp. So, looking at an A execute. Tag. Ooh, crisp shot on Story. That doesn't really change the game just yet. It needs to be a whole lot that follow. And as soon as Saw get that bomb down, that will be the relief that they need.
I mean, if you're Sampi, still go for this, still throw your bodies at it, but it feels very difficult. Tag's now repositioned in towards main. But another extra kill, and, well, Jerks and the Rosdos, they're combining and finding every single one. Tags can't find a follow-up after his good initial opener. 3-0, formalities are out the way. This is now the first.
Currently engaged outside. Double smoke setup, preservative. Cool. Moment against the Alive. There's an AK in his hands as well. That's a bomb down. Hold up a second. The Alive, he could just duke it out. Sure, Jerks, he killed Savannah. But at the same time, the Alive would just throw a smoke, and Jerks is never going to be able to reach him because you've got Mattis on the site as well. This is a huge error out of Saul. Tagged, he's going to get the kill with Mutiris. Mattis follows up with Jerks. And everything is falling apart.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have said it any better. We can try and watch this 1 versus 4 attempt. Rosals can get the bomb. He's going to go past these 2 players who double swing him. Good protocols to end out the round for Sampi. But you're completely correct. It looked like they wanted to go for a main split.
So, 3 Deagles, that's it. I guess I shouldn't forget about the P250 out of Jerks. But, well.
No, you can.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Savannah. Still, the round heavily in favor of Sampi, and they'll make sure to convert on those odds. Nade. Oof. Lands by the side of Mutris. And he finds an eternal friend in that nade as well. Sends into heaven. That's the bomb down. Story with the Deagle. It's all about doing damage at this point.
Good start. Any more?
I said 2 more. Oh, close.
I'll take one.
Yeah,
Not bad.
good.
Yeah. Not bad
For
at all.
story, that is.
Just flattening in through the skylight. It is quite overwhelming. Rinse and repeat. At least that's what it looks like at the moment for Saw. They're already through Hut. They're barreling their way through Squeaky, but it's the Alive who does make good on his promise. Anchoring down, and Matties and Savannah, everyone chiming in. This time for Sampi. It's a bit of a mess because Gutierrez collects a couple, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because there's still a larger quantity of players for this CT side. This time they deal with the aggression, and they're going to give Saw a new angle and a new element of direction.
More.
He's on 5,700 as well. Like, there's an argument for him just going like Mac 10 and then saving and getting an AWP in the next as well. That's now completely out the window. And, well, this round completely out the window.
Yeah. And the fall goes harder than if you fall off a vertigo. Sampi smack him about. Bomb in Sampi controlled territory. Great position for Mutris, but without the bomb, there's nothing that you can make out of it. And he just goes secret again. And now you're in an eco again. Mutris might just get peeked by Mattis. Mattis is instead holding the door and peeks Mutris now. And I'm starting to run out of bullets. Story gets dinked, but it's through the wall. Gets off scot-free almost. And then the Alive comes knocking on his door.
That's the caveat.
Buying Bitcoin at $5. I guess. That's all. This is buying Bitcoin at the top that it has ever been. It's only downhill from that point on. And Sampi.
Think about how many rounds that we've been discussing this, where Saw have been able to get beyond Garage, in towards Hell, in towards Heaven. Need to see more of that. There's a fat gap in this smoke. See you later, Gutierrez.
Okay. Catches the timing. Lady luck on this side. Sampi. That's a pivotal kill. The Alive does get it, but at this point they've relented control on the A side. It's a decent flash that actually sends them packing, but nobody peeks off of the back of it, and then the Alive will peek on out. Does Tag come as a surprise? It seems like maybe the third, no, he's still checking it. Gets the kill, even though Tag probably should have been doing better. The story follows it up quickly with Bloggers and Saw get on their 5th.
And a lot to figure out in a short space of time for Sampi. Saw exploit it. Keep your eye on this AWP. Bloggis up high. We'll find Gutierrez, but a Rostos just beams Savannah through the smoke.
Down into secret. That's only one of their players. Bloggers doesn't spot anybody on ramp. Tag. Oh, in an awkward spot. Lands a ding, but that's not enough for the A4. Now you're just out into the open. Gets a lot of tags going, but that's on his way out. So, it's a post-plant position, and there's no damage-doing utility. Mattis, he wants to be the damage doer instead, but he falters, falls flat on his face. And at this point, Sampi got to save.
Yeah, that was again a really nice round. Really good default out of Saw. You're holding for the aggression. He gets punished again. Rostos always seems to be good for that squeaky kill. And then the direction as well. Actually, we've got a player down secret. The smokes have worked. They've done their job. Let's just burst in towards ramp. Let's find that kill. Let's take that contact and just split the defense up. And that's exactly what happens. Well-crafted round earns Saw a valuable 6th. That's the benchmark we normally set for these teams.
Could have been entirely different. But that's talking in hypotheticals, and Saw don't deal in those. Mattis Respects the spray. Roman moving in from behind and sees the player dropping down into the site. His team will be made aware of it. It's all up to Savannah. Can he get that back creep? Well, it doesn't even matter. The site is given up and Saul looking iron strong.
From an overpass. This time, well, they're in the lead and they've got a very high probability chance of making this 8-6. But the grounds to even build for a 9th. Meteorus opens up the proceedings. Savannah instantaneously dealt with. And the rest of them should just fall.
Looking great. So they want to bring this to a 3rd. Currently on par of doing so. We've got to take our scope back into overpass as well, though, where the T site was insanely dominant. All of a sudden, things started going awry for Sampi. At the start of this, Sampi were actually able to stack up well, but so they've been able to find ways that work. Jerks moves all now, allows Roman to freely move through and not be caught off guard by that annoying angle to try and clear out. It's just bloggers.
And there he goes. Flawless.
Barrel of and put a shotgun shell in it. Tagged. He's going to be the one at the front line. Flashes himself out, but it's very passive. He doesn't want anything to do with it. And Savannah is labored on the first turnaround, but the second time when he peaks, he does manage to get that kill. Great start for Sampi, and now tagged. He's just an unknown factor here. They know that somebody might be around here, but now they confirm his position. Stuck behind the silo. It's duking it out. Left, right, center. You've got a teammate helping you out, and Tag getting another kill. That eases the pain here for Sampi, and 7 is indeed found.
Yeah, good reaction. Just having that extra player in towards CT, we keep mentioning it. The fact that Sora are taking deep outside control and Sampi haven't really been contesting it, so they just add an extra layer of defense. Meteorus, he wanted to be that player.
That all starts here. Able to install some bionicle part of your leg. Make walking easier, but Matt is laid out flat. Rest of Sampi pushing onto A. There's a lot of pressure here, and as soon as you don't move out of the hut, you're just writing your own death warrant. But Bloggers and the Alive, they get a second lease here. They want to move into a different spot. The Alive, the time, and not in his favor. And it should be that lurk player doesn't get the kill on Roman. It's a 1v3 for Tag to try and convert the pistol.
Fair enough for Sampi, the fact they get the bomb down in this scenario. But it's not planted for him. They're going to open double door in a sec, and he's potentially going to be dead. Will he even find one? No, he won't. So, a successful pistol round when it comes to the conversion, but fair play to Sampi for actually getting a bomb plant. Given the landscape of that round, that will incentivize them to buy. Got no doubt that they will probably force this, and for Saw, they've now got to hold off.
And then make your push. By God, you're going to be cutting it close.
There's no flashes. You can't just... This is awful. Like, no, they're just dead. Like, this is... I don't know. I feel like when the second smoke comes in, let alone the third, but the second one, you're just like, okay, let's just change direction. Let's go somewhere that maybe just doesn't require flashes and a split. That was really well played out of Saw. The fact that they're recycling that smoke and... It's like, how much can you really get out of this position? Meteorus might think that he's got them all locked in. There was a timing that has been hit here. But that's a great shot. That's a good opener. That bomb also needs to make its way down, and, well, it isn't. So Blogs' position a little bit redundant. It looks like he might come up the vent.
Damage, maybe.
This is so weird.
Yeah.
Bloggers is just... No, Tags has just walked past Jerks, who's in ramp. Rossal's got no idea.
No. And why would he? Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That might just be a killing blow to the morale there. At the same time,
Gonna try and be a ramp explode. Jerks is gonna be put on notice in just a second. That's a fantastic
Ooh.
nade. Oh, that's a phenomenal nade. Even better incendiary. They will just keep fighting. We'll take one kill. Oh, and the second. Jerks is doing everything at ramp.
maybe Mattis. He's a turning tide here. It's tough on the spray, but arrows does go down. Muturis out into the open, gets the kill on Savannah. That's the numbers advantage again for Saul. Maybe Sampi can catch the timing somewhere. That's not a likely option. They know that you're going to be going towards A. The bomb going down, that's not really an odd thing to think about right now. You've still got somebody heaven tagged, scooting on over. At that point, Muturis, he'll be able to move through, tagged. Planting that behind. And Muturis does get that kill. This becomes so impossible for Mattis. In a 1v3, he does at least have an AK. But 2 full HP players. Flash goes through, they confirm his position, gets the first kill, maybe even a second, but Story ends the story of Mattis.
Nice try, but yeah, you're right. That round is well played by Saw because they've got all the information. They know exactly where Sampi are going to go. Sure, you can see the bomb plant, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because you're feeling very confident. You
just get destroyed and you're blind for the first 10 seconds that you're actually on the site.
And you got into this ramp hit. You've actually just got the AWP taking the contacts and Jerks is in the corner. It's going to work out perfectly. They're not ready for it. Jerks with one instantaneous trade, but Story hits another leg. Guess what, Arostos? They're all here. Missed shot. That's a really big missed opportunity because it's actually a 3-on-3. And Story is getting overwhelmed by Matties.
Uh-oh. So, they've lost grip. The Mattis was still reloading. There actually is a timing here for Muturis. Nobody covering the door. Muturis, he's not done with his rampage just yet. He even gets that 3rd kill converted. And that's just something that can't be allowed to happen. Sampi, you had it in your... Sampi. Going into Seeker. All of this is heard by Story. He'll just call out all the steps coming through. Roman closes the door behind him, and then he sets up a welcome committee with Muturis on the opposite side, still not aware of Roman's position. They just heard that door close, and Roman, look at that. He was also holding the flank. Muturis still gets killed by bloggers, but an immediately trade comes through. And all hope for Sampi again lost.
Yeah, I mean, this one should have always been a door round anyway. Story just had salt in the wound by having a P250 fight.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything similar that could happen like it did on Overpass. Because that was the turn at halftime, right? Right now, so they've had this in their firm grip the entire time as Tag gets squeezed out of the round. Oh my.
This is just home territory. Great nade as well. Ready? Oh. Okay, and the spam's even better. Tira's going for even more. Why not? Flashbang over the top allows another peek in for Story. And Bloggis. This might just be a 55-second save. Yeah, here we go. 1,000,000% you hunt this if you saw.
That's a lot. You've got utility as well. You've got flasher to get yourself into the angle. I mean, you definitely want to wait until that timer actually ticks out, clear out every single other part of the map. And then as soon as it's confirmed that he is sitting in T-spawn, it is a long rotation, though, that you need to make before you actually get into T-spawn, because he can just tuck himself right around the corner. It seems like so.
They know. They know.
Yeah. They're not moving everybody over just yet. If that timer fades, it hits 0. I don't think there's any way they're going to kill Bloggers here. They should just accept that. Bloggers stays out onto the angle, but yeah, this is probably better. Secures the AWP. To start it here, and then you're expected to get 7 in a row after that. And only to drag it to OT. That's the best case scenario. Nice shot out of Mattis. Muturis He's looking for the timing. Jerks has already killed Savannah and takes it off of the plate from Mutris. That means Saw can diverge again. Mattis is on the A site, so they're going to need to fight that one back. Perhaps they can do it from heaven.
They're going to set up a flash play here as well. Jerks just working his way up the ladder.
This would only be a start, though. Okay.
Great kill.
Follow up.
Oh.
Oh, wait. They'll bomb. Oh, no.
Oh, no. 35 seconds.
Oh.
Oh, are you not ready for that, really? Okay. Well, Jerks does find the kill, but now he's in a 1 versus 2. 20 seconds. Well, you know exactly where he is. He was heaven. Don't feed the beast. Sampi, do not feed the beast.
He's checking outside. Oh, okay. They're just going B. But I am surprised that Mutris did not expect them to be on the site at all. That he was that firmly checking behind. But look, we've obviously got all the information, and ultimately he's been playing a fantastic game, and it shouldn't even have been a position. Some detective stuff. Jerks looks at the bullets and deducts where it's exactly from, but he just runs into the head of tagged. And there's a barrel of an AK in between. Presses the
16-8.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. Sampi, they've got a Tech 9, you've got Story aggressing, and it's again another variation on the red container. They just keep on switching it up. It seems like they've got an endless array that they can send over there. And the nade delegation lands at the feet of the alive. Roman, is he on the other side of this door?
Yeah,
oh my god, yeah, that's a bit too aggressive. And that actually gives a bit of feeding to Sampi.
We get past Jerks on ramp and Story, who's rotated over. They're pushing into this. This is a little bit too over-aggressive. Story will hit the shot and the follow-up. There it is. Mattis does pass the test. Does get past Story. We need a whole new narrative to keep Sampi involved here in Nuke, and Buteris has got him locked in. Dead to rights. This should be the kill right here. Oh, maybe not. Mattis 1v1.
Like a few footsteps. There won't be hurt by arrows. 40 seconds. And it all comes down to time. It's the only man that's actually been shown up, but he shoots a dead body. Gives his position away. But arrows, he still needs to come from heaven, where you're basically fighting in a game of headshots anyway. But arrows, he's got the HP to beat this, and he'll catch Mattis off guard. Well done for us all. They dominate Sampi on their own map pick. Makes it a whole lot easier, and that's also why it was so important.
Teams, 1xbet. Their favourites are with Saw. CCT.gg/1xbet if you want to get involved. Or the gambling spiel, guys, please. Only bet if it's responsible. Only bet if you can afford to lose the money. Roman finds the header tagged, and Sampi lose a player.
Story. Sampi losing another player and another. We can just keep them coming. Story certainly wants to do that. They're not backing down from this challenge at all. In fact, they've only got one over towards the B site, but on the bomb is in a tough position for the alive to retrieve. And as long as you move as all five, there's no way that the alive can pull through. He gets two, and that's already a valiant effort. But Saw, a scorching start where they want to get in there. Use that to play that game, Swords and Sandals.
I've no idea what that is. What's that?
It's like a browser game where, like, you're in an arena and you're fighting other opponents, and you could like shout, you could like stab them and stuff like that. If you know, you know. But basically, you could shout at your opponent to kill them.
I'll be honest. When you said this first, you're like, you ever played? Speaking of competitive, this series has been a real spectacle to watch. Sampi, they're making the right move here. They're just contacting out A. And so we've already seen them show their hand in towards mid a lot of these rounds. Great trade out of a Rostos, but your bomb site is completely open and prime for the taking.
Smoke goes through, and Mattis.
Oh, that's why. Just smoke the choke point.
Yeah, he wants to get cheeky, and in a moment like this, It's a win more mechanic where you're already in a great position. You don't really need to win more, but Plugger's phenomenal headshot with arrows. You watch that from the sidelines, and the story not got anything to tell anymore. Tagged will get another kill, and this is all still falling apart. So the win more mechanic certainly not needed for Sampi.
Rinse and repeat. Right decision, honestly.
Yeah. And I've seen this a whole lot more recently, where they just completely leave A open for the taking, and the story's fighting out a little bit. Makes it bite size for the retake. Sampi aren't even firmly in the site just yet. And oh wow, there's about to be a back creep on the back creep when you look at the minimap, but Arrows has felled Savannah. And even with the bomb flash in a 4v2 tag, that's a crucial kill to be getting. He's actually escaping as well. The pre-fire doesn't work out. Story just waits his turn. And the Alive. That's at least a free one offered up, and even a second one. Oh, he makes it out. This is becoming very tough for Roman. He doesn't have a kit. So they've just thrown this in the bin.
Still possible. Just needs to get this kill right here, right now. Need to swing him. Oh, the Alive. What a clutch. I cannot believe it. That second kill onto Story through the wall was
You're just giving Sampi an in. And they would love to send you out. Arrows. Tough. Shot that. But we should be hitting as soon as you catch the side of somebody. Gets overwhelmed with emotion. He spares his opponent.
Yeah, this one you can just write it off already. Never expecting too much done with the USPs. Oh, they nearly lined up. Couple of kills for Jerks. Makes it a 2 versus 3. He's actually picked up an AK, and that's the bomb dropped. No, this shouldn't be happening. There's another one in Temple that Roman can pick up as well. And now he's just going to keep advancing, taking the fight. This is messy. This is dangerous.
Smoke. Molly. Flashes. In theory, Sampi have got everything that they need to retake that bomb. But even after that, I like this out of Jerks. He's rotating over to Donut anyway. He doesn't care about the bomb. Puts that in the pocket of Roman. Now with 30 seconds left, it's a fight like a gladiator. Savannah moving through. Roman has got eyes on the bomb. There shouldn't be any way. There goes Jerks. Peeks him from behind. Great jiggle in there and saw. That's actually the ace out of Jerks as well. But
Take it up towards B. Waiting out all the nades. Sure. You get past 3 players on the bomb site.
Jerks. The spray continues as Roman to slide in for a kill. Wants to get a piece of it. And so we already mentioned, don't give them the confidence on overpass. And the same holds true for Ancient. Sampi. They shot themselves in the foot, which CS not quite able to do that just yet. CS2, however, fully do that.
I don't think you can shoot yourself.
No, but you can at least, like, see it, I guess.
Yeah, you can waggle your toes on the cam.
That'd be funny. Like, get your toes going up and down, make the wave with it.
The agent with the sandals is going to go up in so much value.
Bro, you can do like a Mexican wave with all the
5 rounds on the board. Although I say that, we just saw USPs win out. So I don't want to say and be convinced of anything. Although Roman can stop, and Savannah just walks through the fire and the flames and gets destroyed as well. Roman might even be on for the ace here.
Tough, and they all do line up for the bullets. They don't quite. They run out. Logus, the other needs to reload. And so, well, they will sign your own death warrant. The Alive might check in with the coroner here anyway. Roman looks at his teammate for a second. Gives him a confirming nod. I'm ready for this. Jerks rotates over. And this is all falling apart for Sampi on the push. Jerks tears apart the head of Savannah even more so. Blog is sure he gets a return kill on Mutris. Not an innocent bystander, but he didn't get any fragging done just yet. Story will start it right here. And Sampi swept off the face of the earth.
I've never seen in my life.
This map changed That is not at CT side anymore. You might feel like you could still get away with it. That's a huge nade at mid. And that's where all the action is happening. Checking back in with Donut. Arrows provides holes for Mattis in his face. Story. Lapua Magnum through the chest, but Roman. Quick switching into death now. Tag will get that kill confirmed. Maybe there's a way that you can do a bit of damage here, but Arrows could get too aggressive and punish for it. At that point, there's a rifle freed up. You could make a story, but nothing. Nothing at all. Sampi. They're floundering and the alive pushed to the canvas.
Yeah, this is... Oh. But they'll recover. They got the experience. And ultimately, that's what's going to put them head and shoulders above this team here. Just the amount of hours they've played, the amount of best of threes they've been playing, especially this year. Rostos does trade onto the alive, but gets caught off guard. Battle in toward mid. This time a lot more successful for Sampi.
The success hasn't actually netted them anything. Nothing that you can actually start converting with. No site taken just yet. So, I like the individual approach in this instance. But Roman, peek too wide, tagged, and Mattis are waiting for you. Tagged, crouching down as if saying to Mattis, jump on my head, we'll set up that crossfire that way. And now that Mattis is going away, maybe that pulls in Roman. Mattis, he's right back to his spot. Sampi, they know that they've got time, and they're taking it. And at the same time, they're taking frags. Names off the board. And Savannah, he saw the barrel of Jerks. Sure, Jerks wins that duel. There shouldn't be anything else on the menu for him. It's tagged to shut it down. The restaurant's closed, and Sampi, they managed to convert the round.
Yeah. Because obviously that's where he's gone. He actually has left. No. Works out twice. It's the double bluff, and it's perfect from Sampi. Oh, okay.
Wow. That's a nice way to start it off. And Arrows got an A4. That will show tracers. Ooh, tagged. Gets lit off the hook there. Hints are down. A lot of damage done already. All across the board for Sampi. All the damage has been absorbed by one player for Arrows. He's the martyr of them.
It's a good decision to go in towards B right now. Sampi just fill execute and charge forward. I could say there was only one player here, but sort of actually rotated everyone over. And this is going to be the commitment in. Flashbang over the top to allow potentially Jerks to swing. It's perfect, but he can only find one. Boost now being established. That's also been spotted out by Sampi. And the alive, his position here, this forward one, could be everything. But, I mean, it doesn't matter because Matthews has just killed them anyway.
It's a nice string of rounds here. Taking them in tandem. But there's still money on the side of Saul. Story, as long as he preserves this up going into the next, you'll have another one laid out in front of you. You won't have everything that you could want. Actually, that gets pretty close too, so Sampi, they've kind of put themselves in a position where they need to be picture perfect for the rest of this. Story gets a kill on his way out. Tagged almost dies. Ancient, let's go. A cheeky bomb explosion for it. So, clean sheet, but also their last one. No more trees to get down. Get a new sheet of paper. Roman smokes himself up, but in the meanwhile, Max, my goodness, man. Roman finally puts a pin down and make him trip Roman onto the site. Dukes it out. Oh my, Roman gets the 3-piece. Saves Saul out of sticky situation. They'll retain control of the site, the bomb, the round, everything.
That is a breakdown in communication for Sampi there. You should never be allowing Roman out of that doorway. And even if he does get out, just make sure that both of you are holding the angles in which he could swing. There was only two of them, and instead they get caught completely off guard. Where's this bomb? Oh, it's right in the back of B. So Tagged is going to go on a long adventure in the backlines. There is a timer on this. At some point, Saw will turn around. Oh, and it's now. Spotted.
Okay. Yeah, that's the killer of the round. If he was able to kill Roman, then maybe it would have been a 1v1. And so we still need to pull.
Ready for Mutiris. Story's still going to take the first contact here. And keep your eye on Rostos, because he's pushed all the way through A main.
What a kill by Jerk. So bogus. Phenomenal way to start it off. And hey, don't really need to press. And oh yeah, arrows. Wow. From the side, slides in, provides them death. He's the Grim Reaper for Sampi. They're holding the angle now, but I mean, Arrows doesn't even really need to peek it. Just being the thorn in the side, and as soon as Mutiris gets in their face, that's where Arrows is going to go around the corner again. And so, now, this is not entirely off the cards. But thus far, so they haven't really been slipping up. It's really had to be Sampi that excel in what they do. Unless, well, this is exactly why, right? Mutiris just does so well. And as he goes down, there's only 2 players left over. Arrows peeks into the angle. Gives away that they've got double up, but who the hell cares about that? Saw on 10.
I mean, what can you do against that spray? They're pushing this. They want to take the space back. The Alive, yeah, he's going to get caught off guard. 1 for 1. Roman's still posted on this angle. Sampi working their way through cave. It's ending B.
Savannah. There's a smoke in the way, but he's going to find some plumes as well with the molly. Savannah, sure, you get 1 kill, but they forget about Roman. Tagged, however, has it got him right in his sight. Story to follow thereafter. And Sampi, it looks like at the very minimum, they're going to get their 5th as Arrows slides in, gets pushed back off the map by Tagged. And it's a 10-5 half, which might be retrievable.
I don't know. I don't know.
Mid approach. Roman through main. Everything points toward an A-side push. I'm going to copy Sampi's antics. Tagged. Nice first shot. How many else can you get? First one is never the tough one. That's where you still have to drop, and so they managed to clear out the site. Bloggers also gets the drop on Mutiris. Flat on the floor. Sampi. So they want to aggress this early doors, but now the Bloggers spots a great flash by the Alive, and Bloggers. Oh my. It's like he's got an AWP. He's just one-tapping everybody but Story. That was a double dink. And Mattis will make sure that Story can't do anything else. So they're going to at least be able to buy in the next.
I would love, I don't think we're going to get one, but I would love a replay of that from Bloggers, because that looks instantaneous.
Honestly, that's been a strategy that's working great for Saw. They've been on point with their aim, but it looks like just a quick A hit. Tagged. How ready are you for this? All the user that they've got goes through, and they're all being thrown into the vulture by Tagged. Mutiris did get a kill. Jerks now as well, and all of a sudden this becomes possible for Saw. They've removed the linchpin from the site. Jerks just keeps on going. The Alive only gets the 1. Matt is now spotted out. The bomb is going to go down. Mutiris just toying with him a little bit, but toying with him all too much. As Arrows is also spotted on the retreat. Beach wide doesn't stack up to the challenge, and oh my. They get away with a scare.
I'll be honest, I just don't understand what Mutiris is doing there. Just jump in. Like, the design of that is that he's jumping at the box to get a Rostos out of that situation where he can hide in towards. Yeah, this is a worrisome time for Sampi, because as that economy just keeps getting battered and bruised, it's only going to favour that T side. Mid-fight, though. Oh, coming up in favour. Savannah with a huge multi-kill. Sure, gets traded out, but at the end of the day, it's still really good space being taken by Sampi, who have also just dinked another player. All the kills are coming in.
Okay. Sure. Or the second half here, Brandon.
Yeah, this is aggressive. Yet again, we're going to get another fight here. Mutiris against Savannah. Okay, good adjustment. Immediate vertical flick. 3 players still here on B, and that's a brawl. Want to see the action over there. There we go. Bam. Oh, really good from the Alive. Just halts the progress.
I recognise that they're not pushing ramp anymore. if you start doing that and they still push ramp, you just look silly. It makes Saw question themselves. And they've split up. Spread their wings. See what everybody can find on their own. Smoke to go through. Sampi. Due to the chaos that was involved, a lot of the utility has gone down the drain, but I mean, the Alive just going off of contact. If you spot somebody, you'll love a smoke. Great kill by Savannah. Story. If you want any chance here, especially need to convert that frag. If he's even willing to give you that duel on Savannah, he's eager for it. A bit too eager. Jerks will show him why.
Wow, Sampi as well, the reaction to now take all the B control. However, this now gets weird, because as I'm saying that, Jerks has walked in spawn. Story now gets the information, hey, they've pushed shelf. So, Arostos, all he needs to do is just stay alive. Jerks hits the kill, and now we can get the bomb plant down.
Another buy at the very minimum, baby. Jerks, what else have you got? Oh, 1 HP. More spray. Nope, arriving. Yeah, that's already everything gone wrong in the bin. Still, in a 1v3 or 1v4, I guess, technically, you can be happy about a bomb plant. Maybe I was a bit too early on another bike hole. The money just
got to survive now against Tech Nines. Flashbang, strong, in, pushes Matty's back. The cave control established, but Bloggis opens up the account. Crucially, deals with a player that was trying to wrestle their way up on the boost. Speaking of boost, Matty's up alive and getting these kills. In fact, it's just those two. 11 rounds plays 10. Look, Sampi have been pushing here. They've been known to do it. Does the mid control rains out? Roman's hoping for an opportunity to strike. Arostos needs to clear this corner. He does, but Tags hits the headshot.
So they're still playing it in the same way that they were, and Roman doesn't want to change that at all. He gives away his AK barrel already. Mattis is going to strike, and thus far, so they're just peeking into angles that they know that they've got nobody there to back up. If the individual doesn't stack up to the challenge, it's just lights out. Mattis even repositions further. Oh, Mattis, what a round that he's having here. Duking it out, getting the 4K converted. Oh, wow, Sampi.
Don't hear any of this.
Going together as a unit. You've only got Muterus on the donut flank. That's kind of as soon as all the attention is drawn away. Bloggers, he's got his scope right on them though. Doesn't pull the trigger two times in a row, and now all of a sudden Nakalil's up close with the shot, and Roman is going to punish. Cracks the whip within a second, and Muterus gets another kill on Savannah. That's his job done. 3 on 3. Up in the hands of Roman. No chance to reach Story. No need either. Story down and out for the count. The Alive joining the tag duo. Sampi still look for a retake here. Timer halfway done. Of course, they've got kits. There's no worry about that at all, but the bomb is planted in an awkward spot for us all. Roman whiffs the shot. That basically means that it's dead to rights. They're very late on the defusal, but they've got ample time left.
Gets close though. Gets really close for Saw.
What they could have done. Sampi had enough money. Savannah up close. Muterus right around the corner. That's a freebie picked up. And Roman, he follows into the grave. A mass one might be dug out. So they want to capitalize upon this space given. Bloggers doesn't give them an inch though. Just a Lupua Magnum.
Oh wow. We'll get traded. I mean, this round is just aggression out of Sampi. This is the most far advanced we've seen them start a round out shelf, out cave, and it just overwhelms Saw massively. The flashbangs, they're so good. Story might be able to get one, but in actual fact, he's going to get instantaneously traded by Matties. Sampi take the lead. Money not really there for Saw.
That opportunity to greet you with a bullet. The Alive. Showing his face plenty of time, but now throws that smoke. That's going to bloom too late, though. They're already onto the site. The Alive ducks back in for the flash, and oh my, this is strong out of Sampi. It looked like it was all going to fall apart. Story at least gets 2 in return, but... And the bomb plant. It's good enough. 25 and 14. What can the man do? Another kill? Maybe. Just maybe. If he wins the battle against Savannah, it basically comes down to Bloggers hitting his AWP shot. Savannah, however, kills him. And that's the end. Not of sword just yet.
Tell you what, though. Called the round right, just the wrong outcome. Sampi, what a hold on that B-bomb. Feel it, Sampi. 2 rounds away from knocking Saw out of the competition and progressing to the quarterfinals.
That's a great way. At least get closer. And Muturis, or Mattis, excuse me. It's aggressive in the face of Roman. Scary stuff. Brings it back into a 4-on-4. Have that gone south, there would have been a tough recovery for the rest of Sampi. They don't need to think about that. They could place their scope on the round again. That's entirely possible for them to pull through in.
There's a window here. The issue is you've got 1 flashbang to get you involved here. But they're going to go off that contact. The flashbang through into towards cave. That invites an opportunity. Jerks the story. That's what I'm on about. That pop potential is brutal. And they've got to save this immediately. 14-13. We go back and forth here on Ancient.
Oh, my. Back and forth. Back and forth. There's just no clear-cut favorites. When you look at a round individually, you think that, oh, yeah, they've gotten a taste of it now. So, they've got story. Slurk, nice shot out of Bloggers, though. He's aware of it. And now that that pin has been removed, knows that more likely than not, there's nobody else coming from that angle. They get to hold on to their rifles, though. The back of sight as well. The Alive has been able to get in front of the smokes and contest this a little bit. And it's a 5-on-5 retake. A lot of spray will occur. And Roman finds the Alive through the smoke. The boost up. EK, but the smoke needed, and Mattis doesn't swing it to the fire. Muturis gets killed by Mattis, but Roman is there. Heads up play.
What a save.
Yeah, surely, right? Sampi. The AWP is already running away. And they know that they don't have money. So, what a quick round.
Story could get them on the way out. Flashbang, but there's a smoke thrown in as well. Taggy just bangs him through the wall. Fair enough, he can't hang around here. You need to escape. 14-14. Loggis can drop a gun. Matties can buy. But if you go all in here...
Sampi. On Overpass, they weren't in a similar scenario. They had the safety of, well, at the very minimum, it's OT. Great flick out of Story, but if you don't get it in the chest, Savannah's still going to strike with a 1-tap. He'll be limping back, but that's good enough. Sampi, they found the opener.
Essential. Really essential for Sampi right now. And they've pushed. Look at all this control they've got out towards B. Roman's aware. Roman's holding for exactly this. Saw in the meantime. Ground gathered in mid. But it's Savannah. Low HP in Donut. The flashbang gets him off the angle. Wow. But Mattis hits the collateral. Are you kidding me? That's the bomb dropped as well. I just can't keep up with what's going on.
2 players up against 3, but Savannah now cleared out. Muter as he makes this alive. He gets it into a palpable position. Mattis, he shows up. And that might just be it.
That is it.
Surely, right?
He knows.
I mean if Muteris gets a 1-tap, he should know as well about Mattis. He's right around the corner. Mattis, it seems like he doesn't know. He's looking now, but Muteris might be closer than expected. Mattis gets the 15th, gets safety, but that's by no means the round done or the game done. It's a tough call to make at this moment. It'd be a pill to swallow. The eager department Borges with the orb. Strikes on Mutrus, and that's an AK down the drain, unretrievable by Story since he's fighting it out around. The shadow spots it. The alive is going to reply with smoke. He doesn't want anything to do with them. They're still moving through cave. So wants to look to explode here. Jerksy gets the head of one Roman, returns to kill one of the alive, and the trades end with the Roman kill.
I don't think they're committing. They're not committing to B here because look at this. Arostos is still out A, and he's walked. He's heard the rotations. Oh, wow. The bomb going to be picked up. They're ending A.
Roman, wait, Savannah, he didn't respond at all. This is going to end A, but it's a 2v3. Arrows, he makes it a 2-on-2 though. And this is all given away now. Sampi, they know that they've been fooled. OT seems next door right now.
Well, to just save the utility. Bomb planted for CT. No smoke. But both of these players have kits. No one's looking in the direction of Donut. But that's fine, because you don't need to. They are just playing for this bomb. This feels unlosable for Saw.
Bloggers goes in the angle of CT. There's not a whole lot that they can do. Oh, they've wrapped around fully already. Yeah, this is over. Savannah, he's going to be able to get that defusal through. Story. Ooh, got us close for a second, but he's got that locked up. Resets, takes a deep breather. And so they've pushed it into OT on Ancient here. Sampi, it was a valiant effort. But Story, he's the man.
So sell the idea of utility and get on out of there. We're running it right back. Money no longer a factor. First to 19.
Oh. Rapid, quick up shot by Bloggis. Flick on Jerks. That's certainly been an important wingman for a Story. So they've yet again got a player over towards B, but you can't fake it out too much, and that will just take all the wind out of the attack on A. Tagged. With a double up setup, if they all get killed, money might become a factor later on, but Tag gets a nice kill. You don't expect that angle. Story returns the favor on Savannah. Oh, tagged. It looked like he was blind, but on the kill feed shows that he's far from it. He goes even more aggressive, perhaps. Tagged. Can he get this kill on Roman? Pushes through. Tagged. He's been spot on with the AWP shots, and again, he just gets it through. Arrows, the final man remaining, spotted. Tag, no need to offer yourself up. Just hold.
Yeah, I mean, this round's not being won by Rosdosh. If Tag hits this shot, or Bloggis, that is every single kill being secured by an AWP, and it will be. Double AWPs prevailing. And Tag even drops his. Saw are going to try and work their way forward. Got to get past Bloggis, but he smoked off. Timing shots. Oh, nearly connected. Jerks just running through a smoke of all things.
Flash. Suicide. Story pushes Tagged onto a sword though. Sampi. Plenty of time to rotate over Bloggis. He's about to find out too. He knows so much information now, but all is falling apart. Mutrus, he's able to get a piece of the puzzle here. So, they're getting ripped to shreds though. That's just Mutrus left alive. What can he do? Gets a kill. They need to get the hell on the bomb. The defusal though, they might have time, but it's going to be close.
They got it.
Yeah, okay. Ooh.
I feel like Saw felt that they'd won that retake.
Another smoke at mid. That pushes back Mutrus.
Oh,
yeah, there's actually two over towards A. And Bloggis, he'll get the kill, and going off of contact is great until you figure out that Sampi has got that all red, and they've walked right into Bloggis. Matters also gets a kill, and another one as well. That just leaves Mutrus and Sampi. They get all three. Surely, this is just over, right?
Feels like it. It does start to feel like it, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, just one. Just need one. They've not lost an OT round. They want to do it flawless. It got pushed into OT, and they took that personally. Story, he's been the man of the hour though. We'll make sure the timer ticks out for the alive. Arrows also gets to kill Savannah, however. Pushes a bullet in the head of Roman. But the bomb is out on A, so there's no going back here, Sampi.
Oh, what a nade.
Bomb, or nade, excuse me, perfectly on them. Tagged on the elevated position, maybe. No, doesn't have the vision on arrows. Molly sure pushes him away, but there was a smoke obscuring the vision.
Just read into. I said it as soon as they swapped over. I was like, "Well, they're going to go A." They even had the fast lineups, but you've got Story hitting the shots. You've got Rosdos just waiting for his contact and then swinging, and you got the rest of the rotations with good utility. That's one chance removed from Sampi. And for Saw, that's one hurdle overcome. They just need 2 more.
Okay. Really not.
Surely not.
They've got utility
That's
as
a
well.
cool boost.
Yeah, with the molly there, there's just plainly not enough time. Unless they all line up perfectly for you. And they're running. They're making their advance. Savannah does get another kill. Hold up a second. Bloggers. They're both in donut. Story will shut it down, but got tense for a second. So he's managed to stay resilient. Tags up Savannah and Mattis.
Oh, if they go through the right side of the smoke here, they're gonna catch Story.
They're gonna catch him anyway. Story rips up a shot. Makes a rattle. That's the top dog. Bloggers. He's singing loudly as well. But no victory songs just yet. Still need to stick it out. 3v5 though. Feels like it's almost a done deal. Nutris, what can you offer up? What have you got for your team? Bullets in his face. The alive gets a second and this is all over. So they're singing their last song in CCT right now. They're not making it past the round of 16 unless Roman can get a 1v5 clutch. The first one, sure, but he's dropped down to 32 HP. There's just nothing. Baits out a shot from Bloggers, but the second time that Bloggers lays his eyes upon him, he'll make sure that this series is done and over with.
What an impressive result from Sampi. They keep up their winning streak, and they add a big scalp to add right in the center of their mantelpiece. Their journey in the North Europe...